Okay, we are recording. So, information on 80 Day Obsession. Autumn did a Zoom call, I don't know, a week or so ago, giving some, more details on the program because she's been getting a lot of questions. But at the same time, she didn't, dive into everything. So I'm just going to kind of give you guys the information that I got from that video, and then what we can kind of do to prepare for the actual release of the program for those of you that are wanting to do the program. Um, so in general, obviously it's an 80-day program. The way the workouts are going to go is they're going to upload to Beachbody On Demand like one day at a time. They recorded the workouts live, so any bloopers, whatever, like it's there. And they wanted to do that to give us users, the idea that we are there in live time with them doing the workout. So it'll be very different compared to anything we've ever seen before. So I'm excited for that. The workouts, I believe, are about an hour long, and they incorporate dumbbells, the resistance bands, and sliders, like those things on the floor that you put like your feet or hands on. The bands and the sliders will be available to purchase through Beachbody, or they're just things that you can, order off of Amazon or get at any other sporting goods store. So that's just kind of up to you what you want to do for that. Like I said, the workouts will upload like one day at a time. So day one, it'll only have the day one workout. And then day two will come up, and you'll have then days 1 and 2 in case, you don't start on day one and you wanted to, start later on. You just can't like work ahead, if that makes sense. So she said it's kind of split up into 3 phases, phase 1, 2, and 3. And each phase has the same 6 themed workouts. So focusing on legs, your butt, total body core, a cardio one, I can't remember what she called it, another cardio flow, and then triple A, which is arms, abs, and ass. So it'll be that same workout focus like every single week, that same kind of schedule or format, but no workout is the same, if that makes sense. So, like with 21 Day Fix, you do cardio every Monday. It's the same exact cardio workout. It'll be different. She changes the set range. Like one day you might do, 3 sets of 15, some higher reps, and then coming in the next week or the next phase, it'll be down to, 4 sets of 10, and just kind of changing that. So it allows your body to, not adapt, and then you're able to increase weights, and things like that. And then with the phases, like I said, those are split up into 1, 2, and 3. She uses that to kind of build up, your stamina, your endurance, and things like that. So in phase 1, she might have, for example, moves kind of split up into, okay, move number 1 is squat. Move number 2 is an overhead press using your arms. But then in phase 2, it'll like combine them. So you'll start out with, a base to work with, and then work your way up to more advanced moves. So that'll be helpful, I think. That's about all I had in terms of the workouts. Now, the biggest, I think, I don't want to say concern, but question that a lot of people are having is in regards to the nutrition. It's still going to use the Portion Fix containers. That doesn't change. The only thing that is more specific is she's using timed nutrition. So in other words, she tells you exactly when to have what containers. Because a lot of times I know people are like, well, what should I eat before a workout? And what should I eat after? This is going to answer those questions. And she's doing this because, I think once you kind of get a feel for nutrition, you kind of understand this. But if you're newer to it, you might not. It's best to have carbs before a workout so that you have energy. and you want to have a certain amount of protein after your workout to, help your muscles recover. And so this is going to help with that. So it'll make nutrition easier for those that are concerned with that. And then number two, I think it'll just really, advance the results that you're able to get with this when you're focusing, certain foods at certain times. It is not intermittent fasting. So it's not going to tell you, to not eat, until noon during the day. I know some people like to do intermittent fasting for certain reasons. I don't. But anyway, it'll have that all laid out. And it does, having a certain meal before and after the workout. If you are a morning person that wakes up and works out first thing without eating, she says you're going to kind of want to readdress what you're doing. She does not really want you to work out on an empty stomach for this program. If you are an evening workout person, it's still, the time nutrition is still going to be the same. So no matter what time of day you work out, it'll still work for you in terms of timing the nutrition correctly. So you don't have to work out first thing in the morning after, breakfast or whatever. You can adapt that to your schedule. The nutrition plan also incorporates Energize and the Recovery Shake, and I believe also Recharge. I mean, you could implement the entire Beachbody Performance line to get your best results. I currently use Energize all the time. I will probably bring Recovery back into it. I had just stopped doing it for a while, but getting back into, like I kind of talked about, my more focused Beachbody stuff, I'm going to do it because I like it and it'll help. So yeah, there's that. What else did she have? I'm obviously so incredibly organized. I just have my notes here and I'm kind of going off of it. And with the nutrition guide, again, kind of that time nutrition, it'll have sample meal plans or meal guides showing you how you can space your meals out according to what time of day you're going to work out. So again, it just you don't have to ever question, okay, what do I need to be eating? It's got it all there. And I guess just the biggest reason for that, if some people are like, well, again, why does that, or those of you, okay, that maybe, because on Autumn's call, she had some people that are like, well, I work out fasted and I'm not changing that. Autumn said, sometimes you just have to change things up, not only to, challenge yourself mentally, because it's always good to try new things. But if you're experiencing ever, some sort of a plateau and you're not really getting results, sometimes just changing the time of day that you're working out. I prefer my morning workouts a majority of the time, but some days I find that I get a better workout once I have eaten. You know what I mean? Because your body's fueled. And she really pinpointed on that, working out fasted. I feel like doing cardio, it's not that big of a deal. But if you're trying to, do strength training, you haven't eaten for, probably 8 to 12 hours while you've been sleeping. So you might not feel hungry, but your body's not necessarily fueled to perform at its best. So then you're just kind of selling yourself short a little bit and not getting the most out of your workout and therefore getting the best results. Anyway, that will all come out on, January 15th with all, the entire program. So we'll be able to look at that together. In terms of, let's see, back to the equipment that you will need. I need to look into this. I'll probably do that when I get off here. But ordering either an accessory pack, which just includes the equipment that you need, or there will be the challenge pack version. If you don't have Shakeology, or if you're wanting to do the Beachbody Performance, it'll all have those options there together. I will find pricing on that and let you guys know. And I think it's going to be a little bit different. I don't know. Let's see. who is this program for? It is not for somebody that is a beginner to fitness. You don't need to be like in super great shape necessarily to do it. You just need to have been working out in some form or fashion for a little bit prior to this. So if you've been off for, a couple months, I probably would not start you off with this program. Does that mean you can't try it? Absolutely not. Just know that if you're the type of person, and I've been there, so I know what it feels like. If you're the type of person that feels like if something's too hard and you have to modify down, you feel like a failure, this, again, probably won't be a good program for you. You want to have that baseline of fitness and know that you can commit to harder things. And by that, I mean not necessarily like commit and be perfect, but just understand that if you are struggling with the workouts, if you have to move slower, if you haven't been 100% with your nutrition, you just can't let yourself get discouraged and beat yourself up about it, because this does take kind of a different level of, commitment in essence. So if you do have, the type of personality, the type of attitude that you're like, you know what, this is going to be hard, but it's going to be good for me, and you're ready to see change and to feel change, this is going to be an amazing program to start out your new year with. And it's definitely, I don't know who all in this group is pregnant or plans to get pregnant, but you can't do this program if you are pregnant. Autumn said that specifically because it's a lot of core and on your back and stuff like that. So I wanted to throw that out there. Currently on Beachbody On Demand, you will see the tab for A Little Obsessed. We had that sneak peek back, I think it was last month sometime. The workouts are gone now because they were just up like for 5 days or something. But those will return on December 20th, and they will be there for good. They won't disappear. The same 5 workouts. A Little Obsessed, or ALO is kind of what they've been calling it, is an introduction to 80-Day Obsession. I don't know what exactly it has in terms of nutrition-wise, but the workouts are only 30 minutes, but it still gives you an idea of what the full ones will be like and what you can expect. And that, again, kind of like how we have Sean Week or Clean Week, it can be a week-long program by itself. So what I might suggest and what I will probably follow myself is do that a couple weeks, in preparation of the launch of the full program on January 15th. So that will be out. I feel like that's about all I had. I'm going to quickly share my screen and go to something on here. Okay, I pulled up a blog for 80-Day Obsession. It was from last month. Let's see. Pretty much just what I've all kind of covered here, but I didn't want to miss anything. It's for anybody that's wanting to look on leaner, firmer, more sculpted body, women looking to add curves without bulking up, tighter, more defined. It really focuses on your butt and your abs, to be honest, and I feel like that's every girl's goal. And they do label it as an intense program. So, I don't know, there's a little video. We're not going to watch that. But anyway, if you go to this link, maybe I'll share it in the group, you can sign up to get email information on like anything. But like I said, I keep you guys pretty much updated on what's to come. You can see the results here. Like, these are insane. And it just goes to show, like I said, don't feel like you need to already be small or whatever before you do it. Like, there are women that had, 50 plus pounds to lose that did it. And then there are women that, just wanted to kind of tighten up a little bit. So I don't know. It's pretty amazing to look at like what they did. And some of the results that I looked at before and afters, their before and after, I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And then I realized that it was only like 30 days in. So you can get results super, super quick. Guys can do it too. So regardless, I mean, it works. And I'm very excited. Then final thing, I need to look into the details of this. Autumn mentioned it again in that call. They are going to do, for the first time ever, the largest coach test group they've ever done. Now, they did a test group with 80 Day Obsession prior to its launch, obviously, for coaches to test it out and see what they could do. But once it launches, and like I said, I believe it's just for coaches only, somehow you're going to have to like prove that you bought the accessory pack, like the equipment from them. I guess, you know, they want to know that you have some skin in the game, that you've actually bought this stuff. And if you do that, you get to join this test group. I think Autumn will be kind of, you know, working in it herself. But I think that's just like another step up, another level of accountability, and just something really cool to try and be a part of. So I will look into that because I definitely want to do it myself. It would be awesome to have some of you guys do it with me as well. But anyway, that's the gist of it. Do you have any questions, Nicole, at this point?
I don't think so. Well, I guess the one question is, when are they going to be posted? Like, because I like to work out in the morning before school because that's my free time.
Right.
Am I going to be able to get it at 6 in the morning, or are they not going to post it until like 10 in the morning? Or
that, you know, I do not know. When they posted like the A Little Obsessed ones, like day by day, I'm pretty sure they were up like right at midnight. Okay. So I will see if that question has been answered anywhere and go from there. But okay. Yeah, that's a good question. So
is it going to crash?
Oh, I hope not. That was one thing. Like a couple Mondays ago when they did like their break Beachbody on Demand, they weren't really trying to break it. They just wanted to get as many people on there as they could.
But they did.
Right, and they did. Like they did have technical difficulties. And so it's stuff that they've been working with. And that was something Autumn touched on, why they've actually been doing A Little Obsessed, not only to give us a preview, but to see how uploading the workouts one day at a time, how that is actually going to work. So I think they've kind of gotten that straightened out a little bit, I hope. But yeah, we can only hope that they know what they're doing. But anyway, I'm really excited. I don't know if you watched, I did a live video yesterday talking about like me pulling back on prep, and I rambled for a long time.
I watched it.
Did you? Okay. So yeah, I'm like at the point, and my coach actually just texted me this morning. She's like, okay, so what are you wanting to do? And I'm like nervous to tell her that I want to do Beachbody stuff. I don't know why. I mean, she's super supportive, and obviously I need to do what I want to do. But I'm just ready to like get back to what I feel best with, and I think 80 Day Obsession will be a good way for me to really recommit to that. So
yeah,
I'll be ready December, January 15th. We'll be there. So very cool. Well, thank you for taking time this morning to get on here with me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Did you work out before? You got to do that still.
Oh, I'll do that this afternoon when Miriam naps. Saturday is my day to sleep in.
There you go. Yeah, I'll get mine done here soon. All right. Well, have a good rest of your day, and we will talk later.
All right.